Hello, beautiful Filipinas. I'm Dane Rose, and hooray, you have made it to the 100th skill. The 100th skill, the last episode in this series of 100 skills that if you learn them, if you practice them, will improve your life. So what do I want to talk about as we conclude, as we celebrate? The first thing I want to say is that watching videos puts you to sleep. You can say, oh, that's a good idea. I agree with that. Another great video. That does not change your life. So the most important thing is not how many videos you watch or how many things you agree with in your mind. The most important thing is what you take action on, what you do in your life. Many people will read, 50 books, 1,000 books, and they won't do anything. So perhaps the most important skill is integration. You have to understand something, you have to think about something, but then you have to take action. Without the action, it means nothing. Right? So you have to act, you have to take action. The second thing that I want to say is that the most important skill is in graduating a system. Because what I've outlined is a system. It's a system of thinking. It's a system developed by millions of people over thousands of years that I've synthesized in ways that have worked for me, that can work for you. But the ideas, the idea of discipline, the idea of the word skill, the idea of happiness, these are ideas that have been evolving for tens of thousands of years, right? So this is a synthesis of a lot of different ideas. And I've put my mark on that synthesis and brought it to you. It's my version of a system. And if you use it, your life will statistically improve. Meaning if you went from just laying around doing nothing, feeling depressed, feeling bored, feeling lonely, not working or, just waiting around for a man or something. If you went from waiting around to systematically taking, 3 hours a day to practice these skills every single day, your life will and would get better. But the most important skill, the 100th skill, is artistry and authorship. The ability to create your own system. So you want to learn from other people's systems. The car, for example, has been developed over 100 years. Millions of people have worked together to create a car. And so it's a waste of your time to try and build a car out of nothing, start, mining iron and smelting it into steel and welding it. You could spend your whole life just building one car from nothing. Or you can borrow a system from someone who does it well, right? So what I've outlined here is a great system. Borrow it, use it, accelerate your growth with this system. Now, learning to use someone else's system, driving in someone else's car, learning how to do a job, learning how to speak Tagalog or English. You do those basic things just copying other people. You can copy this system and improve your life. But once you do that, you will be incredibly successful. And with success comes time. I have an enormous amount of free time because I used other people's systems to create more time. Right? I read a book by Tim Ferriss called The 4-Hour Workweek. how to make more money working 4 hours a week than you make working 40 hours a week. I read that book and I learned about virtual assistants. And I went and found a virtual assistant. And then I trained a virtual assistant. And my virtual assistant gives me 4 extra hours every day. He does 4 hours of what I used to do. So I have 4 hours of free time every day. Right? Then I hire other people to do other things I used to do, so I have more time and more time. And then I applied things that I learned, so I have more money and more money. So I have the time to explore and develop, to create this system. Out of the 1,000 books that I've read, I have time, I have enough money to do what I enjoy. I like doing this channel. I don't make any money from it. I don't need to do it. But that's the last skill, is authorship. To learn from people who are more successful than you are, who are kinder than you are, who are more intelligent than you are, who love themselves more than you do. To learn and respect and benefit from people that are bigger than you in some way. They're more successful, they're older, they have more experience, they're stronger, they have more courage, they're willing to think, they're able to love more than you are. And you want to learn from them. And then your life will go up. As your life goes up, you have more freedom. And that's where this 100th skill comes in, the skill of authorship. To recreate and create your own system of skills, the things you want to give to your children, your own guide for your own life, and perhaps share with the lives of others. So the skill of authorship. But this is the last skill. If you've never built a car in your life, if you've never worked anywhere and don't know anything about cars, it's not a good skill to practice inventing the wheel again, inventing a car. Right? But once you've spent 10 years learning from the best people who build cars, and you see, it's very good, I learned this, but this one area I can do it better. Right? Elon Musk, I can do it electric. I can do it safer. This one area I can do it better. And then I'm going to do that. It's the last skill. The last skill is authorship. To know that no one can design the perfect system of thinking, of feeling, of values for you. It's the last skill. No one can give that to you. Only you can give it to yourself. How to design your own way of thinking, your own life, your own system of skills. So I want to thank you for making it to the end. I invite you to share below any actions you've taken in this series. Remember, no action, no change. Any actions you've taken to improve your life, what changed? What are you doing differently? And I want to celebrate you in advance and thank you for your presence.